Let me answer a question almost every traveler has, but very few people explain properly. How much cash should you actually carry in Brazil? Too little and you get stuck. Too much and you worry for no reason. And the right answer is much simpler than most people think.
This isn't about fear. It's about convenience.
My name is Kevin, I'm Brazilian, and today I will explain exactly how cash works in Brazil, how much you really need, and how to avoid the most common money mistakes tourists make here.
Brazil is very modern with payments.
First, you need to understand this. Brazil is extremely modern when it comes to payments.
Credit cards, debit cards, contactless payments, digital wallets.
In most cities, you can pay with a card in almost everywhere. Restaurants, cafes, supermarkets, Ubers, hotels, shopping malls. For many tourists, this is actually surprising.
So, do you even need cash?
This is where people get confused. If cards work almost everywhere, do you even need cash at all?
The short answer is yes, but not much.
Cash in Brazil isn't about daily spending. It's about backup. It's for moments where technology fails, or when you're dealing with very small informal businesses.
When cash is useful in Brazil.
There are specific situations where cash still matters.
Street vendors, beach sellers, small local markets, tiny food stands, places with bad internet signal.
Sometimes the card machine doesn't work. Sometimes the signal drops. Sometimes it's just faster and easier to pay in cash. That's when having a small amount saves you from stress.
The ideal amount to carry daily.
So here's the practical answer. You don't need a lot.
For most tourists, the ideal amount is the equivalent of 20 to 40 US dollars per day in Brazilian reais.
Not all at once, just enough for small purchases, snacks, drinks, and unexpected situations. Anything more than that usually stays unused.
Why carrying too much cash is a bad idea?
Now let's talk about what not to do. Carrying a lot of cash doesn't make your trip safer. It does the opposite.
More worry, more attention, more stress.
When you carry too much, you think about it all the time. You check your pockets, you avoid enjoying the moment, and honestly, you don't need that energy on a trip.
How Brazilians actually handle cash?
Here's something many foreigners don't realize. Most Brazilians don't walk around with a lot of cash either.
Cards first, cash only when necessary.
We use cash strategically, and tourists should do the same. Think of cash as a tool, not your main payment method.
Where and how to get cash safely.
Another common question is where to get cash.
ATMs inside malls, ATMs inside banks, well-lit, busy locations.
Avoid using ATMs on empty streets or late at night. And withdraw small amounts. There is no advantage in taking everything at once.
Common money mistakes tourists make.
Let me quickly share a few mistakes I see all the time.
Carrying all their cash in one place, not knowing how much things cost, assuming cash is always necessary, assuming cash is never necessary.
Brazil works best when you stay flexible. That's the key. This is exactly why I cover money, payments, and daily travel habits inside my Ultimate Brazil Travel Guide.
How to pay, when to use cash, what locals actually do.
It's practical information that saves you time, stress, and unnecessary mistakes. So how much cash should you carry in Brazil? A small amount. Enough to feel prepared, not enough to worry.
And if you want all of this organized in one place, my guide covers money, payments, and daily travel tips in Brazil, so you can travel with confidence.
Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video or here in Brazil.